All right, this weekend, Sean O'Malley defends the bantamweight title. Again, you know it's going down at the Sphere. It's going to be an incredible event, and the main event is unbelievable as well. Sugar Sean O'Malley is slowly taking over the sport and becoming the biggest star in all of mixed martial arts. But if the star's going to rise, then you got to keep on winning. Simple as that. Just like Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, Johnny Bones Jones, Conor McGregor when he was on the crazy run, okay? Sean's got all the ability. He can do that. He's got the star power, but he needs to win this matchup, certainly with all the buzz and the hype surrounding the Sphere. So, can he do it? It's a tough ask because, let's get into the stats. Merab Dvalishvili on paper is the toughest matchup for him. Sean O'Malley, on paper, is the toughest matchup for Merab Dvalishvili. What do I mean by that? Well, Sean is tall, he's long, he's quick, he's slick, he's got ridiculous footwork, he's just smooth on the feet. And as we've seen, he's got power. He has got knockouts. He's got finishes. He knocked out Aljamain Sterling to become the champ. And he's growing in confidence. He's telling Henry Cejudo to go F himself on his own podcast, okay?
Henry, how'd you let Aljo take you down so easy? You're welcome!
Well, you wait. Oh, is he out?
Oh, did we lose him?
That's how confident this man is. Then on the flip side, we've got Merab Dvalishvili, who on paper, again, has the perfect style. A wrestler, type of guy that's going to get inside, grab a hold of him, pick him up, take him down, slam him on the ground, take him for a ride, just like he did to Henry Cejudo. And of course, on top of that, he's got the pace, he's got the momentum, he's got the ferocious attitude, he's got the ability to dive head first into a frozen lake, split his head wide open and not give a shit. This is the type of guy that will walk through the fire, the type of guy that will cut his face on social media and then post about it, a guy that will then take garden shears to take the stitches out. He's a madman, okay? And he's very, very confident. So, let's get into the stats. Right now, first of all, check this out. Sean O'Malley has been awarded 9 post-fight bonuses, the most in bantamweight history. His 6 knockout victories are tied for the second most in bantamweight history. He's currently on a 7-fight unbeaten streak, 6 wins, no contest, the second longest active unbeaten streak in the division. Merab Dvalishvili, though, he's number 1. At 9, O'Malley's coming off a successful title defense, as we know, versus Marlon Vera. In that, there was a strike differential of 141 more strikes, the second largest in bantamweight history. But that doesn't paint the entire picture. The striking's phenomenal, but the defense, the footwork, all the rest of it, you put that together, this man's a tough ass for anybody. And he's had a slow rise through the UFC, but when it was time to step up, he answered all of those critics. He beat Piotr Yan, he knocked out Aljamain Sterling, he put a beat down on Marlon Chito Vera. But this one's a little different. Can he stop the takedown threat of Merab Dvalishvili? One would think that Aljamain Sterling, potentially, with the wrestling that he has, the way that Aljamain was able to take down Corey Sandhagen and choke him out real quick, something that Umar Nurmagomedov couldn't do. One would think that he would be the perfect person to beat Sean O'Malley. But he wasn't, because he got cracked. Boom, one of the slickest right hands you'll ever see. Hit the canvas, and that was that. And that's the real problem for Merab Dvalishvili. Can he get on the inside? Also, can Sean O'Malley continue this pace over 5 rounds, okay? All right, UFC 306 goes down this weekend at the Sphere in Las Vegas, an unbelievable venue for an unbelievable fight. Sean O'Malley defending the belt against Merab Dvalishvili. This video is sponsored by DraftKings. Unbelievable fight, unbelievable offer. Check this out. New customers who download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the promo code Bisping, bet $5 on any wager, and receive $250 in bonus bets instantly. As I say, with that offer, you can stay in on the action. You can use your $250 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Sean O'Malley's got the striking. He's unbelievable. Merab Dvalishvili's got the antidote with the wrestling. So can he get on the inside? Can he get a hold of him? Can he pick him up, take him down? We don't know. That remains to be seen. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, then don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. And DraftKings is offering huge contests this weekend with massive cash prizes up for grabs. So if you want to get in on the action, you want to feel a part of the show, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers use the promo code Bisping, Bet $5 on any wager and get $250 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code Bisping only at DraftKings. Merab will not slow down. It's as simple as that. This is the big moment for him. Yeah, he's a bit of a crazy guy. He's down there in Mexico. He's dancing and all this shit. He's drinking tequila and beers. I think he was just doing that for the camera. He knows what a big opportunity this is. This show's massive. $20 million alone spent on production. I did a video about that yesterday. Go check it out. I'll go through all the details. So Merab's coming into this one fired up and ready to go. But it ain't going to be easy because he's going to get clocked. He's going to get rocked. He's going to get beat down. Every time he goes forward, Sean's just going to pick him apart. Sean's going to be like a sniper in there. He's going to be light on his feet to start. He's going to dance around. He's going to keep his back away from the octagon fence. If I'm Merab, he's going to use a lot of feints, try and draw out the attack from Sean O'Malley. Level change, feint, pretend you're going to shoot, level change, all this. Try and confuse Sean O'Malley. And when Sean throws a shot at a feint as he's coming it back, that's when you close the distance. That's when you try and get a hold of a leg. Then push him up against the fence, switch to a double leg, high crotch, single, chain wrestle it all. And if he gets Sean down, then I'm telling you, Sean's going to have some issues. Sean has great grappling. He's very, very good off his back. But I'm telling you, Merab Dvalishvili, he could be ready for that. And if he can do that, we might see the Sugar Show come to a grinding halt in one of the biggest shows the UFC has ever put on. This might be the biggest show the UFC's ever put on, certainly the most expensive when it comes to production value. And it would just be such a calamity to be the star, to have this massive event, to be the main event, and you to get all the attention to lose to Merab Dvalishvili. So the question is, I'm waffling on, I'm going on, right? Does Sean O'Malley win? I think it's going to be tough. I think he's going to have some moments, but I do think he's going to catch him. He's too long. He's too quick. The reach advantage is there. The height advantage is there. The boxing is just beautiful. He's going to take his time. The fight IQ is next level as well. He does all of his homework. Sean O'Malley, you see him online and he's talking about smoking weed a lot and joking around and messing around. He takes his job very, very seriously.
So I'm eating literally perfect. We do blood work. The amount of blood work he does on me is pretty insane. I'll go into the lab corp or whatever, and they'll be like, holy shit, like you're getting a lot of blood tested today. So he's testing blood samples. He's testing shit. I shit in a box, send it in. They do what they do with that. Saliva, piss. We've done hair. Wow. We've done all these different analyses of my blood work, just of my body in general.
He's worked with all these doctors. They're working on all kinds of stuff to turn him into the very best athlete that he can possibly be. This is how serious this man takes his job. And I believe Saturday night he'll go out there. There'll be some tough moments. Merab Dvalishvili, of course, he's going to have some success. And the plan for Merab will be to wear him down, see if he can keep up with me over 5 rounds. But I don't think it's going to make 5 rounds. I think somewhere around round 4, O'Malley's going to land that shot. He's going to wobble him. Knees up the middle as well. Remember that knee that he landed on Marlon Chito Vera? Well, Merab's shorter. What does that mean? It's perfect. I'm going to stand. He's going to stand. He's going to be here. Boom! Hold on. Don't use that bit, John. I stumbled. Merab's shorter. O'Malley's here. What does that mean? I'm here. He's going to be moving. Boom! Right up the middle. Right into the face. Chito Vera took it. Can Merab Dvalishvili take it? We don't know. That remains to be seen. My official prediction: Sean O'Malley will defend the belt. He will go on to great things. Merab Dvalishvili will show up. He will give him a good test. It will be an entertaining fight. But the one hand that will be raised will belong to the Sugar Show. All right, then after that, we've got Valentina Shevchenko going up against Alexa Grasso for the 3rd and final time. But I don't know if it will be the 3rd and final time. Listen, the first fight, Alexa Grasso got the job done. But let's not forget, Valentina Shevchenko was doing really well throughout the entirety of the fight. She went for a spinning back kick. Grasso jumps on the back, gets the rear naked choke, becomes the champion. Then they have a rematch, which went to a draw. And I said it at the time, I like Grasso, but that was
number one bullshit.
It was not a draw. In my opinion, Valentina Shevchenko won that fight. Now, these two have caused the Ultimate Fighter together. They've been around one another, and that will cause you to, have disdain for your opponent, for Shevchenko, seeing Grasso being lauded as the champion, going out there, walking around with a belt on there and being the big deal and all the rest of it, that will piss Valentina Shevchenko off. She was doing great in the first fight. I think she won the second fight. She feels that she was robbed. She's walking around carrying a bullet in her jeans, right? She's ready for this. She's got world-class kickboxing, amazing takedowns. She is the better grappler, probably got better jiu-jitsu, but you can't take Alexa Grasso lightly. In the second fight, boom, it was a nice 1-2. It sent Valentina Shevchenko cartwheeling all the way across the octagon, so she's got power. I think, once again, this will go to a decision. I think Valentina Shevchenko, all round, is probably the better fighter. But there's one thing to consider. Valentina Shevchenko is 36 years old, fighting at 125 pounds. We know the old man vault curse.
I used to be a UFC world champion.
Yeah, sure you did, mate.
Right? It applies to men and women.
Man, I'm telling you.
It doesn't matter. She might be slowing down a little bit, and that might work in the favor of Alexa Grasso. But still, I do think Valentina Shevchenko goes out there, gets the job done, gets the victory by decision, okay? And we might see them fight a fourth time. I'm throwing it out there because think about it. They're going to be 1, 1, and 1. 1 apiece with wins and 1 draw. We need a decider. Prepare yourself. This is going to be Brandon Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo all over again. Now, of course, we got another great fight on there as well. Diego Lopes taking on Brian Ortega. Again, remember they were supposed to fight at UFC 303, but Brian Ortega had some issues on the weight. Remember, the fight was 145 pounds. Brian Ortega, last minute, wasn't doing too well, so they moved the fight to 155 pounds. That went in favor of Brian Ortega because Diego had already cut down pretty much to 145. Then they made it 155, and then after that, Brian Ortega was so sick, right? The doctors pulled him from the fight. And in steps Dan Ige on 3 hours' notice. Legendary move. Takes Diego Lopes to a decision. In the final round was kind of winning. But we got to remember that Diego Lopes had a crazy run as well. You know, all those mixed emotions, changing weights, this way, that way. No, you're not fighting. Oh, here's another guy on 3 hours' notice. But he took the fight. He won the fight without question. But will some doubt creep in? Because in the third round, he was kind of getting pieced up a little bit by Dan Ige. As I said, the chopping and the changing, the switching of opponents, that will have taken its toll. But Brian Ortega is not a man that you can make mistakes with. We know that Brian Ortega will snap a submission in the blink of an eye. That's how good he is. But can Brian Ortega make 145 pounds? That's going to be a big one. I'm going to be doing a live weighing show, so make sure you tune in for that. Can Brian Ortega make the weight, though? And can he make the weight and still go on and perform? I think Diego Lopes is faster. I think he's got momentum on his side. I think he can handle the submission threat of Brian Ortega. And I think that Diego Lopes goes out there and gets the job done. The run that he's on is just fantastic. Lost to Movsar Evloev on short notice, but almost finished him several times with some really nice submission attempts. Gavin Tucker, Pat Sabatini, Sadiq Youssef, all stoppages, all remarkable violence. And then, of course, went to a decision with Dan Ige. I think he's quicker. I think he's more aggressive on the feet. I think he has the submissions to more than fend off the attacks of Brian Ortega and potentially good enough to even get his own submission. So I've got Diego Lopes going out there once again, getting a finish. And if he pulls that off, I'm telling you, this man will be fighting for a belt very, very soon. We know Ilia Topuria is fighting Max Holloway. The next guy for that is Alexander Volkanovski. He's waiting for it. Then maybe after that, it'll be Diego Lopes. But that all remains to be seen. Anyway, that's a prediction for the top 3 fights. Sean O'Malley remains the champ. Valentina Shevchenko becomes the champ. Diego Lopes might go on to be a champ one day. They are the picks. O'Malley, Shevchenko, Diego Lopes. Thank you for watching. Friday, live weighing show. I'm also going to do a video, the best bits of the press conference, so check that out. If you haven't got time to watch the whole thing, I'm just going to show you the best bits, some highlights, some back and forth, some interjection, maybe a little bit of opinion-based info. But still, check out the channel, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff. I got to go. I got to get on a plane. You have a great day wherever in the world you are, and thank you for watching.